And I'm really very impressed and very touched with their effort, even though I'm away for a year. And usually when you address what you call me, a monk or a nun. If a male is a monk, right, or a nun, right, a female, or monastic. But usually in Chinese, they address me, Sifu. That means Dharma teacher. Sifu, let's stay together. Amen. Sifu, that means Dharma teacher. Okay? So whoever you met, if they are the monastic, you just address them, Amen Sifu. And why it is important to do it? From the very first beginning, the support team don't understand either. But they are doing that to you, right? Only for good morning. Am I correct? So once you have this gesture, joy comes together and greet each other. It shows your hospitality and to show you are really want to build up the good affinity to the other parties. This is very important. When I go out, yesterday I went to apply for my OAS. Yeah, congratulations. I said to myself, finally, I'm there. And then when I finished, and I just drive home, say thank you to them. And I'm sure it will touch their heart. Because the energy, the sincerity, the respect, I do. Okay? And I do it very natural. Because it's from the bottom of my heart. And I'm already become my custom. I was here since I'm about 16 to 17. But if you practice, you will go there and you will feel, it's part of you. And this movement. Instead of, you're looking at the other side and say hi to the others. It doesn't mean anything. And you find out people like that. Why? They don't know their direction. They don't enjoy their life. And so many things, so many thoughts in their mind. And that is why. Okay? So I hope for this term until June, most likely, maybe if the class maybe the end of June or the middle of June, because we have a big event on June the 1st. The interfaith to celebrate Buddha's birthday, we will postpone the first class to the following week. Okay, look at your calendar. And so we postpone our June the 8th to the following week. You get it? Okay, so I would like everybody, you already make an effort to come to the class, and I would like you to read the rules and the regulations. The other page, the rules and the regulations, because I've been thinking whether I should have this for you or not. But finally, I make a decision, we need it. Because we are so loose, what we call freedom. We do whatever we like, we say whatever we want, or whatever we think. That's why we lost our directions. Okay? The basic thing, I would like everybody, in fact everybody, dressed in the right outfit. But I appreciate you don't have low cut with your top. Okay, and that way, when we're doing some exercise, kneeling down would be easier for you. And I would like I don't know what you call those pants, and show your belly. And really, I don't understand why people like to do that. Okay, but please don't dress pants like that if you're coming to the class. Otherwise, you will stand right there showing everybody your belly. Right? So, and is it reasonable?
Is that for the men too?
Yes, why not? more behaved, I see. Only the women, they like to show their belly. I don't know. Anyway, I'm kidding only. But just be respectful, okay? I respect when you are going for your some other social function, you can dress whatever the way you like. But when you come here, and this is the must, okay? And you will find out why gradually. From the very first beginning, you don't feel comfortable. Oh, so many restrictions. In fact, it is not. It's helping you within you, deep inside. You will gain more respect from people by respecting with what you dress, what you talk, what you think. Okay? So, and with the class, I'm trying to have the class from the beginning talking about the attitude of learning Buddhism. Because we have so many thoughts here, and the way we bring up is we think we are better than the others. When something goes wrong because of you, right? That creates the problems. So the first class, we will talk about the attitude of learning Buddhism. And please get this textbook. Today, what we're talking about, the introduction about Buddha is on chapter 1. Okay? You can read chapter 1. In fact, it is a very brief biography of Buddha, but it's important. You don't even know who he is. Do you know you really can learn his teaching? Okay, so this is important. And the following week, we are going to talk about the attitude of learning. Right? Am I correct? So, and also read that chapter too. Okay? So every time when you read the chapter, and I want you to make some note, whether you understand and your reflection on that particular chapters, and also some questions. If you read the biography of Buddha, you should have some questions. All right, feel free to ask. Okay, this is a process. Every time our student will ask something about, why Buddha renounced his kingdom with his wife and his son, and some questions like that. Feel free to ask. And also the attitude of learning. In fact, it's not only for learning. It helps us to really reflect on oneself, how we communicate with the others, with our work, with our spouse, and also with our neighbors. And why we have problems with communications. Do you think anyone can tell me you don't have problem communicating with people, hands up? Share with the others if you don't. But in fact, it is a process, okay? Communication skill is very important, especially for today's society, right? So, and once you already understand the teaching of Buddha and practice in your daily life, you no longer have that kind of problems because you become more humble, more sincere, less grasping, become more objective instead of being judgmental and critical. This is very important. And I'm sure the wife always complaining about the husband not listening to him, right? And the wife and the husband complain, say, yes, you listen in both ears, but you're yelling out with your, is that true? And why is that? It is a negative habit. And once you understand why this happened, and you really introspect oneself negative habit and admit this is not a good habit, and then you transform to a positive habit by learning Buddha's teaching about the truth. The truth of what? Suffering. The truth of what causing the suffering, and also the way to end the suffering and to the ultimate place of happiness. What we know is the Four Noble Truths. So these terms we will cover the core teaching of Buddha when we got enlightenment. The first sermon he teach in the Deer Park is the Four Noble Truths, which is very important. Once you understand the Four Noble Truths, you step into the door of happiness. You find a map. Okay? So we are using the core teaching by Master Xing Yun. Master Xing Yun was the founder of Fo Guang Shan, and we have more than 200 temples all over the world. And in fact, if you travel to Europe or other part of the world, if you want to visit Fo Guang Shan, you're welcome to do so. Okay? And right now, he is 87 years old. Since he got diabetics, he hardly can see, but he's still working days and nights, no day off, all over the world. That's why even though I'm sick, I still said to myself, I am his student. At least I have to try my utmost to share Dharma, to share happiness with the others. That's why I'm here. I keep on seeking the abbeys assign me a job because I'm out of job because of my sickness. Okay? So that's why I'm here. And in fact, I'm trying to share my experience with you. Not only say you're coming for teaching. Teaching is only a knowledge. Experience is knowledge plus insightful experience. This is different. And you can do that too. Once you learn and contemplate and practice in your daily life, you can be like that. Okay? It's not only I look so healthy right now, even though after a week I discharged from the hospital. I already went to the hospital, PMH and Scarborough Grace to visit the cancer patient already because I make the round. Whoever come to me and let me know about their problem, I will try to help them to end their anxiety, their fear, their worry. And in fact, the PMH patient, she is only 6 years old. And she also get cancer. And I can see the parents is really worried for her. But because of faith, because of his father had faith in Guan Yin, the one we saw today in the moonshine, in white, called Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva. And she has faith in her, prayed to her, and finally her girl discharged a couple weeks ago.